Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to rainbow the SSR of the newish Demon King Piccolo who has come out in this calendar year, along with the DOKKANFEST Kid Goku, right? Now, when he's an SSR, he's the old Demon King Piccolo. At a TUR, he is the young Demon King Piccolo, so they did basically give us two better versions of this character for the Namekian category team. That is exactly why I'm going to rainbow the old Demon King Piccolo here, by the way, is because he is going to be a decent option for that Namekian category team, right? I'm probably planning on trying to take down the Legendary Goku event with the Namekian category team at some point soon. I may or may not end up using this Demon King Piccolo. I have not really built the team yet, but I definitely wanted to improve my Namekian category characters and the category overall. So that's why I decided now to rainbow this SSR old Demon King Piccolo. So let's go ahead and hop into some events, and we'll see how good the old Demon King Piccolo is. Alright guys, so it has been a little while since I recorded the first part of this video, you know, rainbowing actually the old Demon King Piccolo right here. That first half was recorded on August 16th, so I'm currently recording this on January 20th. Been quite the while, you know, since I've actually gone ahead and put the rainbow on this guy. The reason I did it, of course, is this team right here, the Namekian category team, which is incredibly limited, and it is very surprising to me that Dokkan refuses to release, like, Goodma Jr. from the 23rd World Tournament. Like, dude, give us a dual DOKKANFEST of Goku and Ma Jr. from basically, yeah, I would say a top 3 fight in all of Dragon Ball. Like, for me, it's probably like, you know, UI Goku versus Jiren, you know, maybe Goku versus Piccolo from the 23rd World Tournament, and then maybe Gohan versus Cell is like my 3 favorite fights in Dragon Ball at all. So, you know, that would be cool. Now, one other point I do want to make is that this is actually the 3rd turn right here that, you know, we had, because you guys know how it is for me, right? Like, I do, I'll start up a showcase, and then I'll end up getting the unit that I want to showcase in slot number 7. It happens like that, like, all the time for me. Now, this Demon King Piccolo gets 80% defense, so 850k right there. Not great, but he gets 80% defense at the start of turn, and then he gets 2 ki and 150% attack for 5 turns from the start of turn. So, you know, I mean, I imagine that counter already kicked in by the time we get him on turn 3, right? So I believe, like, we're only going to get one more turn where he's got that attack buff. And then after that, he drops to 1 ki and 100% attack starting from the 6th turn. So that is a very, very sort of unfortunate aspect of this old Demon King Piccolo right here. I mean, he is just an SSR of the TUR, which is young Demon King Piccolo. Quite honestly, you know, it was cool that they released the King Piccolo the way they did. But we really need a Dokkanfest as well as an LR for Demon King Piccolo. You know, one of them, you can make a transforming card, you know, where he'll go from old to young. I presume we can make that the Dokkanfest, right? So like a Dokkanfest old Demon King Piccolo, maybe with the active skill he collects the Dragon Balls and wishes to become young again, would be an awesome Dokkanfest card. And I promise y'all, it would hit 1 in JP on JP Dokkan. That would like instantly hit number 1. I think there will be a lot of hype behind that. You know, they're buffing the Namekian category and the Dragon Ball Saga category, and these teams that really need it. So it would be very, very good of them to do. And then they could give us an old, or excuse me, then they could give us a young Demon King Piccolo who's an LR. I think that would be exactly what they should do. Okay, so now we have the Piccolos actually linked up next to each other. So we're going to be able to do a bit more damage here. Still not going to be anything too impressive, though. And then on the next turn, we're not going to have his passive anymore. So there he is above 1 million, linked up with his, you know, old version of himself. I am doing the rainbow videos for young Demon King, or I guess, well, oh, great, my cable. It's weird. I don't know why it is, but some days this cable just does not work, and then some days, like, I have no issues with it. Lord Slug transformed in the meantime, so I might just cut anyway until like we run out of this transformation, because this transformation of Lord Slugs, this is gonna take a long ass time to like get through this. So I'll probably cut, but I do want to show old Demon King Piccolo without his passive active, right, where it kind of drops from 150% to 100%. So I'll be right back. All right, so we're a little bit deeper in the event here. So here's where Demon King Piccolo will, of course, start to not really look too impressive. As he now, I believe, we dropped from the 150% to the 100% attack buff. Yeah, down to 890%. So not great. Because, yeah, even the TUR, that young Demon King Piccolo, like, he is good. Like, I don't want to say he's not good, but he is certainly not, like, worthy of Demon King Piccolo. Because, like, he's just, like, he's just, you know, he's just, like, solid. Like, you know, again, Demon King Piccolo deserves, like, a really good summonable LR. He deserves a really good DOKKANFEST exclusive. Like, all of that. Like, we really could use that. So, I do hope that they start in 2020. I mean, they were really good about this, I thought, in 2019. You know, they kind of added in a lot of, like almost, like, new characters that weren't, like, either in Dokkan before or, like, really good versions of characters who had sucked previously in Dokkan before, right? Like, you know, Tech Master Roshi, you know, DOKKANFEST Kid Goku, you know, like, a lot of stuff like that happened, which was really, really positive for the game. But in 2020, you know, we're going to start with the 5th year anniversary in a couple of days, which is, you know, Gogeta Blue and Vegito Blue. But, you know, yeah, definitely need, you know, like a new fusions like that. Well, I mean, Gogeta Blue, we actually do need a standalone. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. We do actually need a standalone version of Gogeta Blue, so that's fine. But, you know, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I want to see sort of these underrepresented stuff get, like, Garlic Jr. 2020 has got to bring Garlic Jr. I mean, come on, man. Alright guys, now we're over here on the Revived Warrior team. One point I do want to make is that a lot of the times when I'm going to be recording the Revived Warrior team, like for like showcase and stuff like that, I will be using Angel Golden Frieza because he of course is a 170% attack leader, whereas the new Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta only gives 150% to attack, right? Like when it comes, you know, down to showcases, and you want to show them with like the leader skill that has to give the biggest attack buff, right? Like I think that's the best way to do it. So, you know, that is one thing I will be doing. You know, young and old Demon King Piccolo, I mean, they'll be fine on Revived Warriors, I guess, but like, you know, really the need for this guy, 950,000. Okay, the need for this guy is really just on the Namekian team, right? Because like even the TUR, the young Demon King Piccolo, I mean, depending upon the situation, like maybe if, you know, he was strong against like the Dokkan event or something we were in, sure. But for the most part, you know, I'm not really going to be going too crazy, you know, like rocking this unit. And I wouldn't expect anyone else to be, right? This is more so just like a whale thing, right? Like a also, I got pretty bad luck with the way my support type units dropped, because the rotation I want to get is, you know, old Demon King Piccolo, Kid Buu, and then Int Metal Cooler. The issue is that the way the rotation started, I wasn't able to do that before King Piccolo's passive wore out, right? So we're going to have to go ahead and come back into an event, and I'm going to go ahead and get it, that rotation near the start, right? King Piccolo, Kid Buu, and then Metal Cooler, you know, with King Piccolo having his full passive active, the 150% rather than the 100%. The other thing I do have to mention, both of the King Piccolos suffer from this problem, is that they do have a relatively low attack stat. I mean, the young Demon King Piccolo, the awakened one, is only at 13,200, which, I mean, considering when this guy came out and, you know, the type of unit he's supposed to be, like, it's just a really low attack stat. Like, you know, banner units these days shouldn't have attack stats under 14k. It's just to sort of offset that, they gave him 200% attack at the start, right? But it's still, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's really like deceiving to like newer players or something like that. Like, oh, wow, you know, he gets 200% attack. That's so crazy. But, you know, in actuality, it's not as impactful as, say, you know, STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku if he had 200% attack, right? With his massive attack stat. Like that's the thing that would be very, you know, sort of keep that in mind with both of these King Piccolos. So, I guess we'll keep going because I do want to get this next turn where we have Nightmare, because Metal Cooler links up really well with King Piccolo because he's basically sharing King Piccolo, not his best attack link, but really like his most common one, Nightmare. Obviously, after he awakens, he gets Fierce Battle. So at that point, he would have 3 attack links: Nightmare, Fierce Battle, and Guidance of the Dragon Balls. The Dragon Ball link obviously is good for the Dragon Ball Saga team. Nightmare is a really good attack link for the Revived Warrior team. There's a bunch of good units that have got it, including Int Metal Cooler. And then, Fierce Battle would be great, but, we're just using an SSR right here. And then he has a bunch of random, like, key links as well. Revival is good for the Revived Warrior team, obviously. But then, like, Demon is not a great link. It's just, like, some random Piccolo units. I mean, well, actually, okay, so what's interesting about the Demon link, right, is that only Mid Junior has it. The only Piccolo that has that, there's a couple of rare Piccolos. Obviously, you're never going to be using them. But it's mainly Demon King Piccolos. Then there is the Boo Piccolo, and Boo Gotenks have got it. And then, like, Kid Gohan. Like the Icarus Kid Gohan. Like, just very bizarre link that one is. Okay, so let's go and see what Demon King Piccolo does right here. He'll probably get slapped around. 83k defense, I guess, not the worst. We will have Nightmare active. Then, of course, Darkness Toa is giving a 30% attack buff as well. So, should be solid-ish right here. Oh, you're taking 32k. Yeah, we might actually tie right here. 1.16, I believe his passive was worn out. Okay, so now let me go ahead and hop back onto the Revived Warrior team. Oh, but Gohan can have his attack lowered, huh? Okay. Okay, so that, yeah. Well, that shows you what happens when enemies can have their attack lowered right there, huh? But, okay, let me go back to the Revived Warrior team one more time with King Piccolo's passive, fully active, Kid Buu, Metal Cooler, King Piccolo. Alright, guys, so now we're here in an event, and we actually got the rotation we wanted right away. Alright, so, Kid Buu, full passive active, Demon King Piccolo, full passive active, and then, of course, Metal Cooler. I mean, he always has his full passive active, but whatever. So let's see what old Demon King Piccolo does right here. I keep trying to call him young Demon King Piccolo. Never mind me, right? Kid Buu, relax. Oh, I would have been real salty if you had gotten a double super, double crit. Okay, 1.24. I mean, we'll take it, right? What am I going to expect from an SSR, right? He did actually help me, beat the Legendary Goku event with a full Namekian team. So, I can't slander the man too hard because of that, right? Like, that was a really difficult run, but that was more about how impressive the DOKKANFEST Piccolo as well as Nail are. Those two are obviously outstanding units. So, okay, let's go ahead and hop into the unit details for old Demon King Piccolo. Alright, so this is Demon King's Punishment, Demon King Piccolo Elder, because, obviously this is the old Demon King Piccolo. His leader skill is Dragon Ball Saga category key 2 and 100% of stats, and then Extreme STR 2 key and 70% of stats. I mean, when he awakens to a TUR, his leader skill is actually not that bad. Being a sub-leader for the Dragon Ball Saga category is definitely very helpful. And then also having that Extreme STR leader skill is nice, but the SSR, obviously, it's not great there. The super attack is the Moccasin, I believe, or something like that, which does supreme damage and then also lowers attack. So lowering attack is good. The passive skill is the True Terror of the Demon King, which is 80% defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 2 key and 150% attack for 5 turns from the start of turn. And then he gets 1 key and 100% attack starting from the 6th turn. So, not the best. I mean, they kind of made him in a way that does limit him, again, having the lower attack stat. And then giving him a really high attack buff, but that only lasting for a couple of short turns, from the start of turn, right? His links are Revival, Demon, Strength and Unity, The Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, and Nightmare. So, he does have some fine links, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. These types of units are really weird. These videos are definitely very odd for me, the rainbowing these SSRs. But hey, the Namekian category is that limited. If this guy just had Fierce Battle on there like the young Demon King Piccolo does, it's like, that's solid. But, he doesn't have that, so, certainly wouldn't recommend rainbowing this guy for anyone else, right? His 12 key multiplier is 130%, not exquisite for sure. And then he is on a couple of different category teams here. So for starters, he is on the Dragon Ball Saga team. Definitely could use as many buffs for that team as possible. He's also over here on the Revived Warrior team, where we'll probably be able to get his best numbers, right? He's on the Namekian team, which is where he's needed the most. Please give us new Namekian characters. Give us a new Kami. Give us all this stuff. There's a lot we could use here. Dende. I mean, there should be a Dende from the Buu Saga and a Dende from the Frieza Saga. I don't know. I mean, The Dende from the Frieza Saga, to me, I feel like really could be like the Frieza Saga 40% support type unit. And, you know, that would be really helpful for some of these units, but I don't know, whatever. Not a big deal, I guess. Who knows? Who knows? And then also we have this. He's on the Conquest of Terror category, which of course is STR Coolers category, a pretty solid category team. And it does also have STR Hit, the 50%. Wait, no. No, I got them. No. Hit is on Target Goku. Yeah, Target Goku and Conquest of Terror, the last two categories, which really resemble other categories. I got them mixed up for a second. So no STR Hit on there, unfortunately. You know, that's the only issue with STR Hit, is he is really, really good, but on his category teams, he's not mixed up with a bunch of other extreme STR units, but he does have Cooler, you know, probably the best extreme STR unit on the Target Goku category, which is good for him. But here's old Demon King Piccolo. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch y'all next time.